I've distributed an article that is going to be coming out in Free Market Network News. I'm sort of using it as a text for my comments. I've also put some copies of the article on the Secretary's desk for any members of the audience that have an interest. The Libertarian Party of the United States loves what CALEA is doing. And we have an initiative where we are encouraging communities, not only in the 50 states, but through the 100 the libertarian organizations in 100 countries worldwide, to look into CALEA-style approaches and increasing the level of citizen participation and also system standards. Also, some of you know, St. Petersburg is a winter haven for many people who are management consultants and engage in system equality and productivity systems review. And a lot of us, I'm a former management consultant myself, we understand exactly what you guys are doing and what you're trying to accomplish. And so there's definitely a lot of good feeling that's been going on. There's a paradigm change that has been happening in our country over the last few decades, to a great degree driven by the libertarian movement, moving from a top-down, coercive, father knows best approach to a more bottom-up, open systems, citizen involvement approach. This has profound historical roots that I touch upon briefly in the article. In 1977, I had the honor of organizing over 100 management consultants, where we began looking at best practices in police organizations and systems worldwide. A lot of issues that excited people at the time were looking at things such as community policing, which at that time was happening in only a few countries such as Spain and Japan. Looking at defining actual variance controls. What did we do? Did we actually accomplish it? If we didn't accomplish it, why not? Man-hour loaded. How many police hours are necessary to address one crime? One of the things that came forth was that police were spending a lot of time in lifestyle items, domestics, drugs, sexual behavior, which were occupying, in some cases, up to 90% of police time. And the question arose, is this something that we want the police to do, or is this something that can be handled through other paradigms, model agencies? Those consultants spread out across the world, even into the Soviet Union, put these ideas in front of people, and we have seen in the last 20 years that these ideas have become more available to the average citizen, including the creation of organizations such as CALEA, which is a peer review process. And I was having a conversation with someone at CALEA a few years ago, and they pointed out to me that a lot of police departments don't even try. Some years ago we were involved in Pittsburgh, and they had great difficulty in even understanding what CALEA was about. Increasingly there are many organizations such as the Performance Institute, the Reason Foundation, the Cato Institute, that make tools and cases available not only to professionals but to the average citizen. Here in Florida, we have increasing involvement not only from the public but in organizations created by the rank and file police themselves. Here in Pinellas, we're also lucky in that there's been a great interest in a best practices process. That's actually in the mission statement here in the county, looking for the best practices worldwide to develop a superior level of public service. And in effect, there's been a massive paradigm change that's begun, where we're not looking at the citizen as a potential perp, as one policeman put it, but as a client that is best served by us looking at those best practices and trying to address the situation. We are very supportive of the CALEA process. We feel that a lot of progress has been happening here. We're certainly available to your organization as a resource and a sounding board to give our perspective from what we hear in the community. Please continue the good job that you are doing. Thank you very much. And the items will be posted also at the Libertarian Party website, which is at lppinellas.org, or can be Googled by Libertarian Party plus Pinellas. Thank you, John.
Thank you for your comments.